Okay, let's see. Are we connecting and are we running? What's happening? Michael, no, yes. I think we are. Woohoo! We've done it! My husband's an absolute legend. He has just connected our problem from, we were getting shut off Facebook and YouTube together, and I use OBS. These are my instructions because we changed them. And it's working, yes! Oh my God, congratulations! And even if it was commiserations, I'd still maybe have a drink. So, I don't know where it's going live on Nettie's, but we'll see, and hopefully it does. It says we're live. So let's get going, eh? I am so excited. So the thing with the OBS, it's free on the internet, and you can download it. You can get, I think there was a login, but if anyone wants to really seriously, he will do a video on it, and I'll put it on my YouTube and Facebook channel. But you open first in Facebook and get it all ready, just don't hit the last go live. And then you open it again in your other studio, and then it stops it from Facebook taking over plugged in first. So, but then he'll tell you. I'm so excited. Now, as of April, this catalogue goes to April 25, right? Then the new catalogue for the annual catalogue comes, everything out of the old annual catalogue goes, well, not everything, but a lot of it goes. So there'll be a last chance before that. So this here is still available now, but when that happens, because BOHO was one of the 5 colours this is going, this colour here, okay? So I decided let's, and the other thing is this will also go. So this is the Storybook Moments. Here I'm just using the DSP, and I'm doing a card with just DSP. The only stamp I've used is Easter Greetings, which is in, I'll just put that out of the road for a sec. Oops, there's one thing down. Lucky I wasn't using that. So this is the BOHO Blue, and this is beautiful. So it's like $27 or $23 still. I'd have to look that up. Look, if you just go on and put 161733, I love it. I've got 2 packets of this left, and I'm going to use it because it's just one of my favourites. It's so beautiful. So, and then in April, I don't know if it's definite that the Storybook will leave, but that's also one that goes in April. So I assume that will go like most of our, these are just mini catalogues and they tend to run out. So it's a good time to pick this up on, it's got all these dies and everything, and I've done a card before, it's way over there. This one is just using the DSP and the already cut out stuff they put in. I can't say the word. Emperor packs or something. So no one's on. I'm just going to put welcome and say someone does come. We want to spell it right. W-E-L-C-O-M-E. If anyone comes, and then I can see it's working. So I've done a nice easy one to say farewell to that beautiful blue. I have the instructions if you want to take a photo and use those. So I'm just going to put those to the side so I can see them, because I'll need to look at a couple of the things. I'll put it there. So this is the whole pack. So it was $273, and when you're a demonstrator you get 25% off. So if you want to join, there's always deals. You just contact us and there's always a deal. And you get to pick, normally sometimes you pick what you want. You could get a mini boss, the tiny little cutting machine, which all of these, if I'm correct, should fit in the mini because they are small. So I've hardly used it. I've just made those 2 cards. So I thought I'm going to use it or lose it. So that's what I'm using today. you need help, go to my shop, and that's it. So there's my envelope, and there's my card, and it's a bit different. Look at this. It's got double barrel full of paper, and it opens up like that. Now I could have put another piece on the inside, but because I was doing the other bit and I was we were talking about what we were doing, and so what I did was I put my Easter greetings on the back. So and I did this lovely belly band, and it's got see how it's got little leaf coming behind him, and he's got his Easter basket with flowers, and he's got a couple of little eggs I put in his basket. And the bunny down here, he's got, now this is all DSP, so you can just get the DSP to do this, and that's $29, so it's easy. And this I cut out, but I cut it to make sure it got bunnies with something. Now she's got carrots, so I suppose even at Easter they eat carrots, so you have to forgive me for not putting enough eggies. So there I put some little eggies around these bunnies, so, and that's what it looks like when the belly band's around. So I'm just going to put that in there, and I'm not going to put it in there. And let's get cracking. So just put that, oh, you can see it a bit there. My husband's are very clever because he's techie and I'm not, and I get frustrated. And so I call it him to come and help me. I wish I was better, but I'm not, and that's just a fact, and I'm okay with it. So I'm using the die cuts from Countryside Corners, and I'm using I better take them out and show you, because, you know, like, so it's not the largest. Aren't they lovely? They've got some lovely things. These might go as well next year. I hope not, because I enjoy using them. So this is the second one and the third one of the Country Corners. So I'm using those, and I'm just going to put them in here so I don't lose them. The rest of them are jumping up because it's magnetic. It's got a little tag. Look at that one. All right, where's the top? There it is. I always write my my thing right on top here so I can see it better, because when it arrives it's so tiny and you can't see it. So if I put it up like that, I know what it is. Oh. Alexa, be quiet. Oh, can you hear that? Alexa's decided to jump in. Alexa, be quiet. She wants to jump in. Now, even though I've got Storybook Friends, I didn't want to stamp. I just used the Easter greetings in here. Okay, so you could find that in any of your old stamps, anything. I like to know you can do things without having to pay a lot. I mean, that was an expensive suite to be used twice, really. That's how I felt about it. So I just wanted to do something else with it and use the bits and pieces I've got. So here we go. I've got all my stuff here. So this is the belly band, and again, here it is here. So the belly band is 8 1/4 by 1.5, it should say. I've only got, it should be 1.5. Oh, I think I cut that out, 1.5. Okay, so it's 3 by 1.5. It's a nice fat one because I wanted you to see that. Then I've got a piece, and this is for, when we look here, see how we've got blue, we've got that. This is what we're going to cut this one out of. So our big one, I'm going to cut that out of here. Alright, I'm just going to chuck it on here, and I'll come back to that in a minute. Because I have got my machine, I can't be bothered pulling out my other one. So I've got some of the I can't even say the word. I wish someone could tell me. It would be fun if I could speak them. But that Emperor or something. A tag for the thing. Now it said it had to match this set was pearls. Well, I didn't have any of their pearls, so I just used my ones. And they've got some nice sort of a bluey green. I thought they looked really cute, as you can see on here. Okay, I'll move all that soon because I'll need it. Isn't it a splashy looking card? There's my bunny rabbits. Now, I could have put more eggs in there, but I didn't. Alright, I have, this is the one I cut out, so I don't need to put that over there, do I? I can save myself the hassle, and voila, done. So that's for later, and we don't need that. And we will pop it straight back in here. Yesterday at my card class, oh my God, one more stamp went missing. It's so hard when you've got a lot of people using them and they get stuck to things. Okay, so that's there. And that's our other piece. Now we've got two pieces of this, of the blue. So this is for the front and this is for the back. And this is DSP 3 1/4 by 6, and score it 1/4 of an inch both ends, which is a very tiny little piece, isn't it? But it pops it up and makes it look a bit cute. So there's 1/4 inch. Make sure you don't have your brown one up or you'll be screaming, you'll be cutting more, okay? And I've done it before, I can tell you now. Alright, so we're just going to fold that over. And that's done. Now this one is to the front, so we're going to be cutting that with this front, yes, so that will be getting cut with the die I just put away because I was very packed up and ready to go. So we'll pull that out again. Make sure I got the right one because I put it back in. It got stuck on that. Whoop! Oh, just as well I didn't lose that, eh? So, is that the right one? So that's going to go on the front and cut that. Okay. Now, of course you can't put the die straight on here because of the rest of the card. Okay, so what we're going to do, just got a little cutouts I've got there, we've got that. Now this is our new envelope that we're going to cover, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. So now when I did this, this is 8.2 and 5.5. I found it very difficult to fold this into the centre and get exactly right, but I think I've got it correct. And on my measurements, which have fallen down, or have they not? No. Here they are. I have done it 2 1/16. Okay, so that's a really weird number. So 2 is here. And normally we go like 1/4, 1/8. Well, in between there's the 1/4, there's the 1/8, and so we're the one in between. And we're going to score it there. And then because I didn't be bothered with finding out whether I'd got the right ends, I did it come back this way and do it again. So 2, so it's not a 1/4. It's not a 1/2, it's the one in between. Alright. And let's hope that they're very even. Oh, could be a little, I'm just gonna, now if you push them together, because I've got them on a really good, and then bone fold them so they come in and stay. Alright, so make sure they're pushed together as much as you can. Look at that, see, hold it. And then bone fold it down. It is a really hard to get exact 2 1/6, and look, sometimes the cardstock comes and it's just a hair over the measurements, but that's pretty perfect. Okay, so that was at 2 1/16 and a little bit of pushing and shoving. All right, so now if we do this, right, and this is in the middle, because I can see the line down here and I can see the line there, but we're only going to cut one at a time. Okay, I'm going to cut those together. I'm going to show you. The only way I think of doing is hold that side and flip that out, hold the end, and then I'm going to run that under my machine. Now my machine is over here. It's an electric one, you will hear it. Okay, so just bear with me while I do this. I don't want it to move. I don't want to use my cranky machine because it will alright. Okay, and I've got that. And that's, oh, that hasn't cut it. I should have done it twice, but that's, most of you will find the same. You're trying to do the same thing. It's basically gone through all of it, except that just a little bit. Okay, and now on this side, because this has taken it all out, alright, so we've got that all out. I'm going to use that. So see here, that goes there. Right. So what I'm going to do is fold that down. Make sure I've got that in the correct spot. Okay. You can put a marker on it. If I get a couple of these, just get them open so that it's easier to see. So just a little fiddle and then we're there. Okay, let's try again. So I suppose in the long run what we could do is even easier. Look at this. We can just put that back over here. Make sure it's correct by looking at the top and the bottom. If we put that over there and line that on top of it. Okay, look at that. Okay, slip that out. Yeah, I know, I'm going back to the old way. Sorry, no cheating, just do it properly. I'm going to put that right smack in the middle. Set it up, get the grooves, I'm going to get the tape, put one there, and one there. And just to be lucky, I'm going to put another one there. And I wasn't lucky because I let it go. So just bear with it and don't give up. Okay. Right, let's try again. I'm going to take that to my machine and I'm going to do it again. I have it down. I'm putting my plate on it, and I'm just going to munch it now, okay? Here it goes. I snapped it. And now we have, that was easy because that lined it up really well, didn't it? So put that over there. And we've got 2 corners we don't need. But they will be good for reusing. You can do your stamping and white embossing on that and use it as a hello or a thank you. I could have used it as my Happy Easter if I'd wanted. Maybe I could. Maybe I could change it. Okay. So, because that got a bit of a flattening in the machine, now we have this card. And we have this. Alright, so I'm going to stick it down. And that's where it is. You just see it's correct. You always got to hold your tongue in the right way. Alright, so I'm just going to go around the outsides and have a little look. And we're there, and we're just there, okay? Don't go too far over because we don't want it to, we want to make sure it goes in the right place. Now it's a bit tricky when you got it like this, isn't it? So, I'm going to use these to just get it down for a second and put that onto the right on that ledge there. I'll take my bone folder out and that piece is done. Now hopefully I've got all the rest of it the same way. Okay, and that's it. How's that? Get a little squishy up there, and that's perfect. Alright, now if you can look in here, you can see the clip there. You'll have to look at the inside down here. Look at that. I can see it there. Alright, now we have correctamundo. How's that? So inside now, if we look at our other card, we have the Hall of Fame. So with this piece of paper, we're just going to put some, there it is, some sealing tape on each of these ends. There. Oh, I went to my hip surgeon today. I'm 7 weeks post-op and he said I'm doing fantastic, and he was so funny. I told him I'd been dancing with my son at the wedding, and he walked out to the girls in the office and he says, oh my God, this woman was dancing at 3 weeks post-op. And after my op, because I had it on the 27th, the 22nd I was dancing, so it was probably in my 4th week technically. Alright, now I didn't cut the other one out, so I better just put that up and hope it doesn't go through and catch. So I've got to use my smaller die now in the middle of here, and we're going to quickly cut that out. Again, because I really don't have anyone, I'll be fine. Because my millions of followers are quietly having their cup of tea right now, I think. So, or gin, I hope, or wine. It would be wrong for me not to have company. Okay, so it did stick to the top because I did that last thing first, so we'll just undo that. My husband's just checking that he's totally famous.
Am I?
Yes, he's made that best one ever. Okay, so just lift that off. So don't do that mistake. Don't put the tape on till after we have cut our circle out, okay? That was a goosey thing to do, wasn't it? Let's take that off. And that off. Now, I might add a little bit extra tape down this end. Get rid of that. And I'm just going to re-tape it because I'd hate that to have lost its stickiness going through twice. So do as I say, not as I do. I knew when I did that I'd done it. I jumped the gun. I think I was getting excited because I'm doing so. I'm getting it done. Now the inside out of that we're going to keep because we're going to cut that one down. That's not it. Where's the little one that came out of it? The little one. There it is. So that's a big one. We can use that. We're not going to. Alright, so the little one that come out, we are going to use it on our big one. So we don't lose it, we might just add it now. Oh, look at the back of that. Isn't that cute? I wish, because they said Easter, they'd had a little bit more Easter eggs that you could cut out in that, because little kids, I know they like bunnies, but they do like their Easter eggs, don't they? So that's getting ready for our next stage. So we're sort of being able to cover everything. So now we're going to glue this piece down. So this was Storybook 3 1/4. I'll just double check it for you. This is 3 by 5. And I'm just making sure I cut it down another bit. I knew that. So it's 3 by 4 3/4, I think. So let me just have a look. I think I was going to tuck it as well, but 3. Would I have it? Yeah, come to corners. Let me see this one. Yeah, 4 3/4, 7/8. So we're just going to take it down a bit because obviously I had it just a slither. See that? Just a slither too long. Oh, getting warm. My hair gets hot. Alright, now just double check. So we've got our big rabbit there. And remember, when this goes on, that tucks down. Alright, so I'm going to glue this in. I did tell the guy I was doing all the washing to my bathrooms yesterday, and he said, you can't do everything, you've got to slow down a wee bit, you can't do it too fast. You've got 3 months till you're really back into show. And I'm like, well, tell my kids, tell my husband. I'm busy. So now we're not gluing this, because we've folded that. We're going to take our tear and tape off. We're going to give it a little photo frame in there. Alright, so just going to make sure we got that right. We're just going to, I don't want to do the sides because it's meant to be, it sits up a little bit like a frame. I'm just pushing those things. See how it sits up a little bit? So it's still got that little lift on the side, so it just looks like a frame if it was sitting in your photo. Alright, so on that, as you can see, I put, I get my little pieces that are out of the pack. That comes in that paper, you don't have to buy extra. There's a little tree here. So on this one, I've put this down here to cover that. And make sure when you glue it that you only get around the outsides. You don't want it to stick to catch to catch this when it folds. So I'm just going to cut that in there. Okay, and if you want to, make sure you put your fingers under and there's no glue. Alright, and then what I did there was, that was it. It's a shame my bunny didn't come higher, but then now you can see more of the little girl and the other bunny, so you've just got a bit of feet there. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could put something on there to stop the feet. And I'm just going to grab a hair tie. keep them in the best place possible, but I'm getting a bit hot. It's quite warm in here. I don't know whether it's that light that's leaning on me. I might turn that down. You know, hopefully that doesn't make a big difference. Okay, next we've got the front, we've got this. Now on here I have stamped Happy Easter. Now as I just said, we could do it in a nice, I'm just going to leave it the same. This is what I've done. Let's just stick to the program for a change. I always change things. I decide, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. So, I am doing in the middle, and then I'm going to cut it. So that was just a scrap. Look at my, I just got a new mat, and it's already inked and inked and inked and inked. Amazing. I've washed it. You've got to keep washing your mats every couple of times you use it for a while, and keep them clean. I'm just going to pop this back in so I don't lose it. There. And we're going to cut this down because it's only just going across to the bunny, so I won't be putting that on first. So I'm just going to cut it as good as I can. And I'm gluing it flat, I'm not lifting it because I've got all the little animals on there. Alright, so that part's done. Okay, so I'm just going to put that to the side and finish off this front little bit. I did want to put a couple of Easter eggs on there, so what I did was on one of the sheets it had see, like they've got this one which I wouldn't really use, but if you get your scissors, they're here somewhere, if you get your scissors you can use the colours. Like she's got a green, Pussycat's got a green thing, so I can make green Easter eggs. So I'm just going to cut out a little green Easter egg. Oops, I should have just cut that all out like that with big fiddly fingers, and I am just making an Easter egg. There's one. You can't see it, can you? It's so tiny. And then there's a red one. So because I'm not going to use this piece of paper, I've got a tiny little egg there. Whoops, turn over. Oh, it'll turn over in a minute. I'm just trying to think where else. Oh, well, they have this piece like this, right, that's got all different things on it, and I used a strawberry earlier to make an egg, so I'm going to grab a strawberry. I've got two there, so that gives me two, so I've got two little eggs coming out of that. See? Who would know it was a strawberry? But it's a good way to get some nice little Easter eggs. Okay, so there's my other Easter egg. And what other colour do you reckon we can get? I can't really do a blue flower. Look, there's a carrot there. So if I'm smart, I can get an Easter egg out of that carrot. And you wouldn't even know that it was a carrot. I'm just going to fix that up because it looks a bit long for an Easter egg. Just bring that down there. There you go. There's a big egg. So we've got some eggs to add. So what I've done here, so I'm going to pop this on. And that's going into there in the middle. And then there was a tiny little tree here that I used. I mean, I could have stamped, but sometimes I just get the paper. I wish I had with this one because I really haven't used it. I mean, if someone wanted to do a card class with it, where you could do the kit, you know, I can do that. But, I mean, unless you've got the stamps, some people don't like to do that. So then I've got a little leaf there. Okay, pop that on the side. And down in the middle is my little mouse. And I've only done him from the... he's got a little basket there, see? And what I've done is put an egg. I should have used my pick and tool instead of my finger. I've given him a nice strawberry egg in there. How's that? Oh my goodness, I need another drink. Oh, that feels good. So, I'm going to glue him from the egg up. And there you go. He's got his little eggy there. And we've got the big, I think he looks like a not a possum, what do you call them? A squirrel. A squirrel. But we're giving him eggs in his baskets. Because I think eggs look better. Because he's giving people an egg. Okay? So he's got a little egg there. Now, I did put a couple of little eggies down on the front there next to that bunny. So I'll just leave those for a minute. And might have to find another one. Alright, so now we're going to put our squirrel down. Now he's from his tail to his bushy tail, so we only glue on that side, okay? Down his body. Why we don't glue down over there is it'll stick to the card that once it goes on top. Okay, so he's just there and he's ready with his Easter saying. Here he goes, happy Easter. See his Easter egg, he's got his big egg. Now down on the bottom here, I did, and I need, where is it? Where's the flower thing? Oh. There's one not here. Where's the input pack? Let me have a quick look. Oh, they all drop out and come out. That's a wheelbarrow. I had it, folks, and I've dropped it. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. I definitely had it. Oh, see, it was not that one. It's little love hearts, like not love hearts, but something like. Oh, look, there it is. Found it. Be like Susan Stanfield. She says, "Found it. Have a drink or something." So here you go, Suzanne. I'll have a drink for you because I found it. Now that's a bit much glue. Okay, I'm going to take that. And because I've just put him under there, I can quickly get in there and just get a little into there. And we'll pop that up there. Alright, so that's ready. Okay, we're going to shut this. And we're going to get our belly band. Now remember, it was 1.5 inches by 8 1/4. Now it won't meet in the middle, but we're not worried. So at halfway, we're just going to do a gentle fold and a gentle fold. And yes, it doesn't meet in the middle, but guess what? This is why we've got that. Now to be safe and not get glue on in case it moves, I'm just going to use a bit of tear and tape, a couple of pieces of tear and tape, because I find that glue, if it gets moved all the time and people open them and shut them to have a look, And it's probably a card you're going to sit it beside it when you show people. When it arrives, it looks like this, and then when you put it on your mantelpiece, it will stand like that. Okay, and you will have your little greeting that you can put beside it, or you can just put it together and leave it like that. It doesn't matter. We don't want to make a stand for it. Alright, now that is to put those down, put that down. That piece goes to the the feet are at the end of your card, and that's correct, and I'll push it down. And I need to find one bunny like that, and I've got to find, he was right on the bottom of somewhere. I think it's this one. There he is there. Look, I've got to take the whole thing out just to pop him in there. I'm just going to have to, is there a little one of him? No, never mind. Just going to cut him out. And as I say, you know this one here, where you've just got a little bunny here? If you take that and cut it out, we will use it on this envelope. I love putting things on the envelopes. Look at this one. See, he's got that there, and on the back of his card, he's got the other two that came with it. So let's finish this piece first. Oh, I just cut him out, and I did have a little bunny there. No, I'm going to use him inside. I'm going to use him on the envelope. He's not big enough to go on the bottom. The other one's cuter. And a little bit of fussing cuts doesn't help anyone, doesn't bother anyone. And I've squared him off. Where's my envelope? Where's my next envelope? We get everything on here and it moves. So this is one of our envelopes, and I'm just going to pop a little up and up. I'm going to set him right down there. It won't interfere with the postman. But when the little kid that gets it in the mail, they'll be quite excited with that, won't they? So that's mine. I got that on one side and that on the other one. Now I've got to find to go on the back. So we've only got about 3 more minutes and we'll be done, guys. So here, we're only going to be able to do him that much. I think we did him just to his hands. So, sorry darling, you lost your bum. Oh, I made the best dinner tonight. There's a lady's book I got in Australia here. She's an Asian cooker, and she makes she does charity food, and that's why I brought the book, because she makes food for charities and helps give to the poor. And I thought that's so nice. So I'm just gonna see how far I need to put him in. I want his ears. I don't mind if his ear goes under. You can't see it now because when the card opens you can. Alright, and so therefore I'm going to just cut off that piece, and I'm only going to glue up to his head. Don't want that too mushy. Okay, pop his head under there. That's right on the end of the card. Now that white made me think there was glue, but it's not. Okay. Right, how's that? So, the other thing, I was going to put a couple of eggs down here. Now, look at me, silly girl. I do have my picking tool. And there it is. Oh, and then I dropped it off. Going to put an eggie, and another eggie. It's a green egg. It's not, green eggs and ham. So they keep spilling their eggs. And there was one more. And that was a little red egg, but you know what? Oh no, he might go there. Turn him over, grab him. I need to put some more glue at the end of these. You just turn them and they send out a bit more putty. Well, I might be at the end of my putty. I think I am. So you can get refills, I think. I've got enough there. Where's my pick? Here it is under here. Okay. And there's his little egg. Isn't that cute? Do you like that? Please give me a like. Alright, I'll put that on. Now, we still haven't done the back, so I'll just pop that off for a sec. Don't they look lovely? So now on the back, I've used Easter Greetings again, and I've used some DSP. I don't know what that is. Lots of little chips and bits about here. Get them out of the road. So on the back of our next one, I have a piece of white cardstock somewhere. Let us cut a piece of white cardstock and put that on the back. I did have some cut, but oh. Here's my trusty old white cardstock, which they're now changing. Although I did hear that they're going to bring back this one, the 12 by the 8. They had a 12 by something, and I think a lot of the demonstrators complain because in Australia we use the 11, if I'm correct. No, we use the 12 by 8. They use the 12 by 12. Well, that leaves us a lot of scraps, and you can't, you know, to make two things it's harder. So for the back, I have done 3. I normally do 4, just under 4, 3 7/8 by 4.5. I just didn't want to do it as back, so I'm just going to do. I'm sure I've got that at 4. Well, it's only 3.5. Yeah, it's giving it a nice big border, so we might just do that this time. Oh, got to be in it to win it. 3.5 by 4. Yep. I'm just going to make sure on that. Look at that. I was at 5. So what you can do is line things up if you're not sure, and it definitely isn't 5. It definitely is. I think it's 4.5. And yes, I'm right. Ha ha. So it's 4.5. I'll put that away for later. Whoop, slip sliding away. And again, we're going to put our little stamp on. Tap, 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 memento. Look at that, it comes through nice and dark. Doesn't look it from the other side when you look at it like that because you're looking through your stamp, but it's got, these are ergonomic. See how they've got the thing in there? You can get your fingers in there and you don't tend to rock it, so it's easier. So I'm going to put down and up. If you go down, some people they stamp and they go, you know, oh, like that, and it gets this circle. I'll show you again. So it's just down and up. So, but some people go like this. They go, oh, like that, and you get a line around it. Maybe not on these ones. That's a very good one. I'll keep that. In the brown rubber ones, the orange rubber ones, they leave a mark quite often. So maybe the polys are fine. But you're meant to use a bit of soft stuff underneath it. Right, so we just need to find a little bunny from the bottom to run across the bottom. Well, they're little, I don't think I want those raccoons on the slide. We don't really have raccoons in Australia. You know what I might do? I might put this little bunny with his carrots and his flowers. He looks very cute. That's what I like about the DSP. Just cut it out and do stuff with it. There's strawberries. So, because he's on the corner here, I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to cut around here to make him not. That should be a carrot. I'm going to pretend he's got an egg. Look at that. I've turned it into an egg. I've cut off the top of his radish, and now he's got an Easter egg. Bring that over, and I think I might just leave that. So see how I've got the straight end on the bottom in there, and these ones are good, and that's not quite straight enough somewhere there. That should be, and it fits in there. And I always leave a little bit, and now I'm not going to because I want to get his ear in, so I'm going to have to take a little bit more of that off. Test it. Never put your glue on, put it on until you're double sure. See his ears now there? And voila! Almost finished. I hope you like that, guys. Please give me a like, or I hope you enjoy making cards with me. I do. Sometimes I get frustrated thinking I'm not good enough. You know, you never quite feel always as adequate as you'd like to be, but you just keep going, and I think that's the good thing about it. I think this card's quite cute. And just give it a 1, 2, 3. Pack up while you're at it. And there it goes. So how's that? So it makes it look like a photo frame because it pops out. And it is different. We don't normally see them cut like that. We see them framed and on top of each other. But I wanted to make it so it stands on your bench. And you can even put your thing up on your, stand those beside each other so people can see. Or just pop it away. And that is just using DSP and cardstock. And so you can do anything. I know that people do a lot of cards just putting a piece of stuff on it. I can't do that. I'm just, if it's not fancy, I'm not with it. Okay? So those are my cards today, guys. I hope you enjoyed them. That's their envelopes. If you need anything, any help, please join me. I'm on my shop is AnnetteFalconerStampingUp.net, and everything that I've used in here today is on there. So get your paper, get your blue boho, because that is going in April, and that's a sad thing because I really like this colour. It's just a soft blue. I got to say I didn't like some of the colours this term. So the ones that will be going is it Petulia? Let me have a look here. So they always go on about the new colours, and the colours are in the back, and we still get frustrated. So okay, so these were in 23 they came out. Now these ones stay, which are the new ones. I love the Petunia Pop. The Shy Shamrock and the Summer Splash is not my friend, but Peach Pie and Pretty and Pink don't even really use, but these colours I love. So when they go, the ink, the ink pad the ink, the cardstock, and the refills and the blends all go. So, and I just love copper clay. I used that a lot in Christmas last year. Wild Wheat is the only one I've found in Stampin' Up that you can use as gold. So even if you don't buy anything, buy that. Buy the ink pad and the ink refill before it runs out. Because I've made cards and used the gold, and it is absolutely stunning. I'm just seeing if I've got one here. Oh, that's all inked in gold embossing. Sorry, that's not one. I just did wedding cards. I did find, look at that, I did find my other card I made. So this card, so just beware, get that now, order the ink pad and the refill. If you've got the ink pad, get the refill. This is the other one I made, and this was still just using, but I used the cutting out. These are the die cuts, and you open it and it pops out, and it's the duck and the rabbit. So my grandkids will be getting one of each. I've got two, so yeah, we'll be having another one to give. So I hope you liked that. Please give me a like, share my video, or subscribe to my Facebook and ping on the dot that allows them to tell you I'm on. And I hope you have a lovely week without me. And I'll see you again next Tuesday, God willing. I'll be there, I'm sure. Where's my thing? And maybe because we're running out, I might do something with the Petulia Pop again next week, if I remember. Oh, look, I forgot to put these on. God, I'm a goose. So I've just, as I said, in the storybook, you get pearls with you get certain pearls with that set, but obviously I didn't get them, so I'm just going to put these pearls on. Now they might be out of date, I don't know, so I didn't really have a look, but I thought they looked really cute. So, because this has got a bit of green in it too, so I'm sure these ones, they used to say they're colours, but I think they've got a little bit of pretty peacock in them, but I thought it shone enough. So there you go. Nice to see you again. Okay.